What's up everyone, this is Platinum Howler 14, back with another post-commentated Wi-Fi battle. This was another single battle against Custos, a rematch from last week's special event battle, which unfortunately wasn't post-commed because my weekend was quite a hectic one and I was in no frame of mind to worry too much about Pokemon. That means that I missed out on my chance to have a serious battle post-commed because it so happened that we were matched up again this week, and the rematch dynamic is kind of awkward. Custos brought a really solid team the week before that I just could not sit down and really sink my teeth into the game. So he didn't really he has that team he wasn't gonna bring again against me 2 weeks in a row. So instead he's got this. Aside from Superior, a mono normal team that is very offensive, very, very fast. So hopefully if I can get one of my sweepers in and set up, this should be a relatively quick battle because, you know, Custos is not bringing the most serious team in the world. He brought that team last week. Of course, you can watch the non-commentated version of the battle if you so desire, but anyway, getting into this battle, I am going to lead with Rotom Heat because Rotom is a good lead. That's just it. Rotom is a good lead. It matches up well against anything that he want to bring out. Nothing on his team is going to be able to OHKO the Rotom, and I can get some paralysis on something because his team is so darn fast. Every single Pokemon on his team is at least base 100 speed. But that damage definitely tells me that Staraptor is scarfed and not banded. So, and he has Intimidate instead of Reckless. So that probably saved me from dying straight up to a double edge right there. But he turns out into the Pyroar, which is a really cool mon that I don't really get to play against much in this league. So I'm going to paralyze it and then Volt Switch out on it. And the best thing that I have to switch into the Pyroar is going to be this Gardevoir. And he has the Moxie, which is interesting. I like to see if he had any physical attacks on this Pyroar because I didn't actually get to see him attack at all. But goes for the Noble Roar, which is not a move you see every day either. That's going to cut my attack and special attack by one stage. But I'm just going to go for the Wish in case he wants to switch out. And I'm at my attack stat is lowered, so anything that's going to come in would take reduced damage. But he stays in and goes for the Workup to power up his own stats as I go for the Psyshock, and he goes for another Workup. I don't know if that was a misclick or not, but any damage that he did to me, I was going to be recovering back anyway. So I'm just going to kill the Pyroar with 2 Psyshocks, and the Wish from the first turn that Gardevoir was in was completely useless. But Pyroar goes down, and in comes the Tauros, another really fast thing. So while Gardevoir is a really good mon, it is not a good mon for me in this battle because everything on his team outspeeds Gardevoir, and everything on his team except for Superior is physical. So that means that everything on his team is going to kill Gardevoir in one hit with any attack that it feels like. So my best interest to let Gardevoir go down and bring this Leafeon in and try and get the Swords Dance pass into the Choice Scarf Garchomp right off, right away, and not going to mess around with it because there's not much he can really do to stop it. All he can really do is shuffle Intimidates with the Staraptor and bring me back down to neutral. So Leafeon's tanky goodness is going to be able to live a couple of Life Orb Retaliates from the Tauros and pass off the Swords Dance into the Garchomp, and Tauros goes down. And now he has no choice but to bring in the Staraptor. And because I'm Scarfed, I would outspeed him being Scarfed because Garchomp is 102 and Staraptor is 100. So it brings in the Brings in the Staraptor to get the Intimidate off, cut my attack, and now he's going to decide to sack off the Superior, which I'm more than happy to see go. So now I'm going to be at +1 attack and still Scarfed as well. And now he's actually going to choose to bring in the Ambipom, and I am, you know what, I want to keep this Garchomp around. I can bring it in later against a Lopunny or the Staraptor still, and sweep. So I don't want to, I don't want him to be like Sash or something, and then me go down to an Ice Punch. So I just decide to switch in the Leafeon and let it go down. This is a pretty quick game, like punch for punch, really, because there's not really, like, my pathway to victory was very straightforward, and there's not, like, I don't really need to fool around much with anything on his team. I can just bring things in and get a kill, and then let him kill something, and then bring something else in to counter that one. So I'm just going to, after I let Leafeon die, then I bring in Staraptor, or no, sorry, no, I bring in Feraligatr. And he doesn't want to switch anything into a Feraligatr, so I just get a free kill on the Ambipom. And then Staraptor's going to come in and take me out with the Brave Bird. That's fine. I'm just going to get a free switch into a Mandibuzz without taking any damage. And right now, he's at, I don't know, like maybe 80%. And after him going for 2 Brave Birds against Mandibuzz with a lot of HP and him taking Recoil, he's going to kill himself by two turns of Brave Bird Recoil and Rocky Helmet Recoil put together. And I'm going to basically end up taking no damage because both times he goes for Brave Bird, I'm just going to roost all of the damage off. So he did all of that damage to himself. Mandibuzz didn't even have to do a thing. It just sits here and recovers all of that damage back. So now the only thing that he's got left is going to be the Mega Lopunny. And he's going to come in and get the Mega Evolution off and go for the Fake Out because that's what Lopunnies do. I don't know if he had High Jump Kick on this. I'm guessing he did, but probably would have been better just to go for 2 High Jump Kicks instead of going for Fake Out and taking extra Rocky Helmet damage. But at this point, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to let him take out my Mandibuzz. I could have done the same thing that I did against the Staraptor and just roost off the damage, but there was really no point in that. I wasn't going to try and prolong the match any further. Fake Out plus 2 returns is going to be able to knock out Mandibuzz, but after 3 rounds of Rocky Helmet and a Foul Play, the Lopunny is going to be down into red health, and I can just bring in Scarfed Garchomp and finish this game off with the Dragon Claw. So that was a quick little fun game for you all. Not really much to say about it other than, well, like, I'm disappointed that I couldn't pour more into the game last week from the special event week, but trying to make up for it this week, getting the post-com out, even though it wasn't the best battle in the world. But hopefully there will be better battles to come, especially after the conclusion of the monotype, because some of my teams are like out of whack and not really usable right now because I've had to extract some of the mons from that team and like change them up for certain monotype games. So once that's over with, then I should have more teams consistently like ready to go. For now, it's pretty much only this singles team that I have that's gonna stick together. Like, that's really finished because my newest one that I made, I want to make a couple of adjustments to it before I use it again. So I don't know when I'll get the chance to do that. Hopefully soon, because spring break is coming up soon, and I'll have some time off school to be able to do that. So yeah, once I get that team fixed, it'll be back in the wheel. And then next week, I'm playing against Zero, which is going to be fun. Playing against Zero is always fun. And we're going to be doing a double battle because I have yet to post-commentate a double battle for the channel. So I do have a double battle team, but I don't want to use it because I'm just sick of using that team. I made it just to acquaint myself with the doubles like VGC format, but it really isn't a good team at all, and I'm really sick of using it. So we'll just grab a couple random things from my PC box and have a fun double battle to post commentate, and look forward to that. So yeah, see you next week.